Well, hello, good evening. This is your the man about town, Petty Murphy, reporting to you live from the back of the classroom with Akata News Network. What is that? Wait a minute. Stay tuned. Breaking news.
When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that, and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago, and our great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking out potential nuclear power for a long time to come. I think within a month they would have had it if we didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing. And you'll see, and there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over.
Yep. So yeah, you already know what it is, and you've already seen what it was. So, you know, I've been telling my people for the longest, read the room, pay attention to what's going on around you and what's happening across the globe when it applies to you and yours, right? But as always, I always get the feedback that I get, either lack thereof or, oh, you crazy or you tweaking because you don't know what you're talking about. So let me ask you this, right? The border was open for the last four and a half years. And they was just trucking across, doing what they want to do while our tax dollars is funding it, right? And then you have the normal shills that do what they do and allow what they allow. And now here we are, right? So not only is Maduro going to be upset, but now the cartel's going to want some act right? And again, Maduro's already told you what it was, and his people have already, which I've shown you, have said what it was. They are the destroyer of empires, and that the United States of America is on its last leg. Well, now the Navy's out there getting active. What do y'all think is next? Right? But everybody think I'm crazy, but what do y'all think is next? Because clearly, first blood's been drawn. Which means we're slowly walking and creeping our way into what can only be but one thing. And what do you think that is? I'm going to let y'all figure that out. But like I say, I've been saying this for the longest. And to the people closest to me who know what I've been telling them and what I've been telling them to prepare for, I hope you're reading the room now. And I hope you're paying attention. And I hope you understand what's coming. This has been a long and slow burning build up to the inevitable. And when the left the American people and hung us out to dry, and then forced us to fund our own opposition. Because Maduro's militia's here already. But y'all ain't paying attention because y'all don't care, because your empathy and your bleeding hearts makes you think that they're your brothers and sisters that have all been applying for asylum. Let me ask you a question. Why is it all of a sudden all these asylum seekers who claim they couldn't go home because their lives were in danger are now all self-deporting and are all going back home with no problems? The math ain't mathing. But y'all letting the NAACP and all these other organizations trick you out your spot. Because they too are the controlled opposition. Stop letting these people play in your faces. Stop letting these people use your emotions and use certain trigger words to get you up and get you active to doing their work and their bidding. Because, you know, when we hear certain words, we automatically go, what? And get up and get ready to go to war. But the same people that you've been fighting for are the same people that call you a moyo. They're the same people that call you a maete. They're the same people look you dead in your face and say, Mejora la raza. They're the same people that tell you African Americans have no culture because they are ignorant and they have no education and they don't know who they are. But y'all out there kumbayaing with the same people who behind closed doors be praying to their gods for your demise. And you wonder why everyone in the diaspora and the rest of the world looks at us like we're stupid. And I get it. It's going to upset and offend a lot of y'all. But guess what? I mean, I care. So pay attention. Start reading the room. Start understanding what's going on out here. And prepare yourself. Because like Teddy Pendergrass, when they turn out the lights, nobody's gonna help you. So you better prepare, be prepared. You better stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Because you best to believe Maduro's militia, my friend, is already prepared. And they sitting in your neighborhood in an illegal migrant shelter that your tax dollars are paying for, while more than likely you're probably out there helping them protest. Just like the Fed told us. Biden and Kamala got on TV and said, there's no migrant crisis going on. But an RFK goes down to the border with his own camera crew, and what do we see? People arriba, running across the border, unchecked. Then they told us they weren't getting any federal funding, right? But at the very beginning of the last fiscal year, what did they tell us? After Carolina went underwater, oh, FEMA's out of money. Where'd all the damn money from FEMA go? It's the beginning. It's just the start of the fiscal year. Oh yeah, we had an emergency migrant crisis that we had to pay $5 million a month. Wait, was it a month or a day they was paying that? $5 million. It was $5 million a month, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but you can go fact check it. But anywhere between $5 million a day or $5 million a month that we were paying to places like the Row Hotel to house illegal aliens that don't belong here. And as Maduro told you, his militia is 4 million strong. Where you think a lot of them at? In a migrant shelter right down the street from your house next to your kid's school, waiting for that call to get up and get active. Get active. But yeah, y'all see what it is. Cartel ship sunk, shot up by the U.S. Navy on Trump's orders. Suggest y'all get ready. What my man say? Black people, get your popcorn, sit back and get ready and see how they do it, because they have the Guatemalans, they have the Peruvians and the Ecuadorians and people from Panama. Well, y'all get your popcorn ready, because y'all about to see how we get active. And for all those that been trying to dismiss us, shit in our face and say we ain't got no culture, we about to show you what our culture actually look like and how we actually give it up when our back's against the wall. You see what's happening to the bread shops now, right? You see what happened to Essence Fest, right? Shut it down. Shorty fired, talking about some, oh nah, I quit my job for health reasons. And it's funny, you know why it's really funny though? Because when you look at her talking about how proud she is of her culture in Africa, she left home because she couldn't be herself at home. Because if she would have been who she was at home, they would have ran up out of there, because her and her Caucasian wife is not acceptable in the motherland. And we all know this, my friend. So y'all be safe out there. Remember, it's your man's Petty Murphy reporting to you live from the back of the classroom here at Akata News Network. Realize, 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 and transparency forces accountability. Keep your eyes to the stars and that head on a swivel.